We're live now.
Perfect. Make an intro, of course.
Welcome back, everyone, to another event of the GT3 season. I am Gabriel Du, one of your humble hosts, and with me we have Victor Beckett.
Oh, you can pronounce my surname. That's great.
Yes, I
Hello,
can.
everyone.
Yes, I can. And we are here today for the Belgian the Spa-Francorchamps race. To put it simply.
That is correct. The qualifying has been going on for a few minutes right now. Tim Hansen on provisional pole. He has had a purple sector 1, I can see as well. So we'll see if he can make something good out of this lap.
Yes, he will. As of right now, pole setter Tim Hansen won the last race out at Laguna Seca, currently holding
That is
pole
great.
with 8 minutes 20 seconds to go with a 2:17.996.
But if you do have internal information in PHRL, you know that Icebrand Stopa loves this track. And
Yes.
he has been, I've seen him set 216s on the practice server, and we have ideal track grip at 100% right now. So I
Yes.
think he'll be. I can't see anyone else in Iceband winning this race unless something extraordinary happens. As he has now gone off,
Stopped on track.
I think he's just let someone by.
Yeah.
That's all.
But we know he loves this track. Last season he won.
Finish second
He finished second. He almost won. But
after a thrilling battle.
yes, holding first place for almost the entirety of the race until the very last segments, where
Lars Visser took the
Lars
lead.
Visser, yes, I think threw it down the inside of this corner right here where he is.
Yeah, they were battling for the first, 37 minutes in a 40-minute race, basically.
Yeah,
I think it was just the last 2 laps where Lars Visser started running away.
yeah, and so I
But
think Isbrand Stopa has a major chance today.
yeah, and especially that Mercedes has got really good. It's got a good engine. It's got a good, sleek design. It likes to take the straights, is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, the BMW is the quicker car in the corners. That is at least how it's been looking for this season so far. But still, I think we'll see Icebrand Stopa win today.
Right now, in second place, we have FHRA. I see all BMWs except Isbrand Stopa. He seems to be really sticking to the Mercedes. He's going to be a lone wolf in this manufacturer's race today. So we're going to go on board with Kogashiwa, currently on a lap. It is very easy to make a mistake in this very long circuit, but because the lap is long, you have more opportunities to gain that time back. Go on board for his lap now. Into turn one, he's going to go. You can't lock the brakes here because if you flat spot the tires, you're not going to get the optimum top speed for this very long straight part, a very vital part of the circuit. Then we go into Eau Rouge and Radion.
Is he taking it flat is the question.
This is going
He
to take
has.
flat
He's
as...
gone full throttle throughout it in 6th gear. That's really impressive.
Yeah, that car is sticking to the ground right now.
Yeah.
I think my computer was running into some issues, but no matter for now.
It's the purple sector 1.
The purple sector 1, he is to be looked at on the straights He's going to be a menace with that purple sector 1. Here we go
Yeah.
into
The
Brussels.
last race with the current balance of performance settings as well. Of course, where the BMW will get some extra balance and lose some engine power out of the next race. Is that wide
Right,
though?
that
Is
was
that track
wide,
limit?
but I think I think that it would think
I actually don't know what track limit is. I think it
the
is the
track limits is
AstroTurf strict limit.
beyond the. I think
Yeah,
AstroTurf is still okay because you don't see backing him off right now whatsoever
yeah. Oh, and Iceman Stopa goes fastest.
with a
What a lap!
217.002.
What a lap! That is really, really impressive.
Campus and Stavolo now. Another part of the circuit where straight line speed is very important. So I think we're gonna see him at the close to the top of the charts now.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think he can get a top 3 at least.
Oh yeah, top he.
Tim, Tim Hansen is obviously really talented in that BMW as well.
Yeah, both cars very big on the top speed. As I think he missed his braking point, went wide in the bus stop chicane as he goes
It's P4.
fourth with a
That's still good. Still
219.348.
very good.
Very good.
I think if I were him now, would I go for 3 straight push laps, or would I go back to the pits and get a fresh set of tires, or go for a single push lap?
I think because they're 2 minute
He's going back
35.
to pits.
So yeah,
Yeah. You have time for 2 straight push laps, but is it worth burning up the tires?
I
Or
think it
risking burning up the tires?
is for 2. I would go for 2, but no more. Because on the third
Yeah.
one, not that it's incredibly powerful, but you can feel the tires starting to wear out from their optimal grip.
And obviously tire temperatures are gonna skyrocket as well. I think for the ones that are on out laps at the moment, this could very well just be about trying to catch a slipstream as well.
Yes.
Tim Hansen coming around to start his lap. He's not going to do this with a slipstream though, so this is going to be interesting. He might just get a slight tow from Idex, who's just
If he is
the
close
first
enough.
corner.
I think you
will
need to be
definitely
within
be
a
a
second for the
very-
slipstream to start taking effect.
Yeah, it's going to be very slight from that distance. It's probably not going to make a big difference.
But
And
Lucas Alex behind though.
Yeah, and he might need that. He's 5
Yeah.
seconds off the pace.
He might get a little bit of that pocket of air that Tim Hansen is leaving behind.
I just don't hope that he tries to overtake him and hold him up, but yeah, that gap is too big for that to happen. I think. As Efe Array is now starting his lap as well.
We're gonna go. He's Brown Stopa.
Oh, and that almost looked like Tim Hansen lost control of his car. In case you missed it.
Yeah,
Coming out of this game, he had a big slide.
Oh. Well, right now he's 3/10 off into sector 1.
Yeah.
Into he loses into the wall.
Oh, and did he hold up Lucas Alex? I don't think he did.
I don't think he
That's
did.
a big one.
That's a big one, and he's out of qualifying into second place.
Yeah. Will he be able to keep it? I think so. Interesting to see Kortashiwa hasn't gone out on track again.
No, I think he's sticking to that lap.
Yeah. Just saving his energy.
Dewey now, I think he's going to go for a second push lap. Oh, on the AstroTurf, that's going to reduce the grip a little bit. That's like a skate rink. And through Eau Rouge and Radion, he goes flat, I think. I didn't hear a single lift.
Yeah, it definitely sounded flat.
Yeah, I think most of these setups have the downforce.
The BMW has really good grip as well.
Yeah, a second off though. Oh, and he's off.
He's backed out. He's
out. East Brand Stopa right now, still on provisional pole. Efe Array 1.8 behind, but he can he would still be able to take that away as he goes yellow in sector 1
Yeah.
and yellow in sector
Lucas
2, I think.
Alex has gone into the pits and aborted his lap. And 8th place Stepan Vesely had a qualifying ban for an incident at Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago.
Is Brent Stopa still the only one, technically? Can he improve on his lap even though he's already on pole position? His FRA went yellow in both the first 2 sectors. FRA is going to cross the line.
One, he's gonna settle on that lap. It's still a good lap though, so I don't think he's gonna be complaining.
Oh,
As nice friend Stopa, is he gonna be mad that he didn't get
celebrates.
a
Little wave to celebrate the pole position.
Is he gonna be mad that he didn't get the sub 117 though? Do you think?
Maybe.
Oh, he's doing donuts. I don't think he's mad at all.
Oh no. He has been on it during qualifying, and that shows. Want to pull him in for an interview?
Yeah, dude. Ask him if he wants to.
Huh?
Yeah, paying him and ask him if he wants to do an interview.
Okay. Alright, he said yes.
I'm in.
East Brent Stopa, congratulations, pole position.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, you seem to be you seem to have a lot of straight line speed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this car in a straight line is really strong, and that really suits Spa. So yeah, but I'm really feeling the track as well.
Right.
And second place doesn't only come from top speed.
Yeah. And compared to last year, do you think you can not only hold on to the lead for do you think you can hold on to the lead for the entire race till the end?
Oh, I mean, I'll try. I mean, the goal is to finish in first by the last lap. That's the main goal. That's what's most important.
Right.
Yes. And how do you feel into lap 1? Tim Hansen behind you.
I think that's going to be an interesting one, actually. I don't think when we're all on cold tires and high fuel, I don't think my advantage is that strong. So he might be like really close to me, same with Racine. It's gonna be fun, I think.
Certainly will. You have a good race, and we'll hopefully catch you afterwards.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. And the session will also be going over to the race now. 1 minute.
Yes. My computer is having a hard time. I'm just gonna say that straight up.
Doesn't sound great. Is it because you're streaming to me in
1440p?
1440p?
Yes, great. Yeah,
Is that why?
I believe so. Give me a second. You don't need 30 FPS either.
30 FPS is definitely not. I just need to see what you're focusing on.
Right.
1080p is almost too much.
This is probably the best angle for the start right now.
Well, not the best for in the in-game chat. No heroics into T1 is what he's saying.
It is, yeah, it's very easy to miss your braking point at the turn 1, lap 1, as the lights will come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. High revs. Lights are off and away they go. East Brent Stopa has an amazing start. Tim Hansen gets a little caught up.
He had a bad one.
A very bad one. FAI Rig is going to go down the inside into second place.
One car wide there at the back as well. FRA is into second. He's still side by side though with Tim Hansen.
Tim Hansen, is he going to stick? No, he backs off. Already
that
on.
could have been a monumental crash if they had been
Yeah, and
fifth wheel at that point.
he's Brent Stopa, the only Mercedes on track, runs away with it into the straight. Tim
And
Hansen,
I
though.
think Dewey's gonna run. Dewey's gonna run on Tim Hansen. He's gonna lose yet another position. Down the inside goes Dewey.
Oh, and both!
Deep.
Tim Hansen goes wide, as well as Dewey.
Dewey's also gone deep, and they're wheel to wheel. Oh, they make contact coming out of the corner. This is close racing.
Oh, and a little bump from Tim Hansen to the
Yeah.
back of Dewey. Dewey goes
Easy,
wide.
guys, easy. And he's got the position.
The
Will he be instructed
speakers.
to give that position back, though, is the question.
That is a question. I don't think he is. He's already pulling away. We're gonna look Kogashiwa on the back of FAA right now. He goes wide, as well as Lucas Alex. So everyone right now within track limits. Kogashiwa went a little wide in that corner. FAA wide as well. He's still the Turk holding on to second place. The Mercedes in his windshield right now still. He went purple in the first sector, which is the longest straight during qualifying, so I think he's going to benefit from that. Right now, still, pit window is now open for the next 30 minutes.
I probably won't be here to see the end, but we'll see.
There's always the stream. You can always put the stream on the screen at the top of the alley. Lucas Alex goes wide. It's Tim.
And Tim, oh no, he's pitted. Oh,
Tim
no.
Hansen,
Oh,
the American,
sorry,
is
Tim
pitted.
Hansen is pitted. Stefan Vasily has gone deep, I think.
Vasily-
Oh, I think Tim hit the wall. Going into the pit lane, I just had a collision report with the carrier for Tim Hansen.
Maybe that's gonna be more repairs. Have
Yeah,
done.
is it worth repairing that though? Is the question.
as
It's
a
gonna be. Oh, it's a very quick. He's just
Quick.
added the single liter.
single
He's
leader.
gonna-
Yes.
Exit the pits now. 25 seconds spent in the pit lane. That is good. That is good.
Yes, Edex having more top speed coming out of Eau Rouge and Radion compared to Dewey. He's got the slipstream, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to try to move into Lacombe.
Yeah, he's way too far back. Oh, he almost runs into the
Oh,
back of him. though.
almost a little wide.
Gone a bit deep there as well. For some reason, I can't see that the pit window is open, but it is. I can see that on your screen.
Yeah, on top left there.
Yeah.
The closest battle on track currently Edex chasing Dewey for P5. He's Brent Stopa leading first from FAA by
And
2.5
obviously
seconds.
And obviously the indirect battle between Tim Hansen and FRA, and I think Stefan Vesely is at the outside wall coming out of. I think that's no name.
What?
The left-hander. The left-hander before Puon, I think that is.
The
no name. I'm not
left-hander
sure.
before Puon, that is... Where's Puon? The double left is Puon? Edex currently 2/10 behind Dewey. He's going to try to go on the right side into Blanchimont. Around the
Oh, they're so
outside,
close.
can he make
They're
it
so
stick?
close.
Yes, he can. Still side by side. It's the drag
I
race
think
to
from
the
the
bus
inside,
stop
he's backed
chicane,
out.
and he's backs out.
Start your stream again for me, please.
Alright,
Yeah, I think you lagged out of the VC or something.
maybe.
Alright, Dewey pit. Let's see what he can do from this.
Which corner is Puhon?
The long left-hander.
Okay, the corner before that, it's called Speaker's Corner.
Okay, great. Okay, Dewey pits. And he comes out straight away. He spent 25.7 seconds in the pit lane.
A little longer than Tim Hansen, but now he has cleared his pit stop and is free to go.
And he's in clean air. That's really important. as well.
Yes. Current battle right now for P3. We got Kogashiwa in third. Lucas Alex 1.5 behind. And Edex 1.9 behind Lucas Alex. Lucas Alex has been steadily keeping his
Hey,
position.
Iceman Stope has put in a purple sector 1 on this lap.
I think Kogashiwa made a mistake there because Lucas Alex now has gained about 3/10. Just about a second
Yes,
going into
indeed.
Puhan.
Yeah, if we just take a look here, the gap is oscillating up and down, so it's not very
Is
consistent. But it's now
0.8
gone down a
seconds
lot.
now. Lucas Alex now
Yeah.
making his soft tires work.
IDEX has been given a warning for track limits second this race.
You know how many warnings do you have?
The 5th one gives you a 5-second penalty.
Okay, so 4 warnings, and then the 5th extension grants a penalty. As we go onto the straight, Lucas Alex right into the slipstream of Kogashiwa. Is he gonna
Oh, he's
try?
gaining. He's gaining.
He's gaining. Is he going to try a move into the bus stop chicane? He's got the slipstream. He's got all that speed.
This is a
What
good
is he
run.
going to do with it?
He's
He goes, switches
inside.
into the inside,
He's
backs
backed
off.
out. I think he's gonna try and get him on the exit, maybe. We'll see here. Oh, I think he's
Kogashiwa
given up
gets a
on-
little bit of an exit, but he's still within the slipstream. And so I think that on the camel straight, Lucas Alex is going to try something. We go onto the second straight into Eau Rouge and Radion, who is going to get the better speed. Both of them flat out. But Kogashiwa right now, I think, pulling away 100 by 100 from
No,
Lucas
I think he's
Alex.
closing. It looks like he's actually. Oh no, now he's pulling away. Sorry. But look at this though. Tim Hansen has just overtaken Stefan Vesely for what I think is P6. Yes.
And Stan Vesely is going to try a move maybe around the outside, trying to outbrake Tim Hansen, who is tight on the inside. He doesn't make the
Yeah.
move stick.
I don't know why you.
Oh,
would
and he's
defend
off!
that. No, and he goes off.
Into the wall at Malmedy.
And that is no message from race control. That is not a safety car.
No safety car.
And that is understandable. That's not a massive incident, but it's certainly gonna be
No.
frustrating for him.
Yes.
Oh,
Lucas
and
Alex
look at
side by side out of Puan.
Right, round the outside is...
Until Lafang is going to make it stick
so
around the
close.
outside, making those softs work for what they truly are. And that is grippier than the mediums.
Yeah,
The Campus
but
and
this
Stavilo. Can Kogashiwa
will
try
go
and...
fast.
Is he going to try and fight it back on the straight now?
I don't think he's got the top speed for it.
I don't think, but he's got the slipstream. He's only half a second behind.
Yeah, if he gets a good exit out of the first corner, he can probably get him on the back straight. On the
Maybe.
camel straight, that is. But it looks like the gap is growing right now. 10th by 10th, but he's got the advantage in the corners. Iceman Stope
is he
has
pits?
lap and he pits.
Kogashiwa pits. Maybe he will try and get some clean air and some type of undercut on Lucas Alex. Try and use the clean air to build him some more pace.
Let's see how this pit stop is looking. IDEX pits.
IDEX
as
pits
well.
Tim Hansen into P5 now.
Into P4,
P4.
even with Kagashiba. It's a quick stop. I think it's the slowest pit stop so far. 26.6 spent in the pits.
It's going to be a fight between Dewey and
IDEX is
Kogashiwa out the
changing
pits
tires,
though.
maybe. Yeah, I think IDEX might have added a bit more fuel or repaired his car because he has.
Oh, what has
taken very
happened?
long.
What has happened?
It's going to be a 38.8 in the pit lane. That's not what he would have been looking for sure. Now my timing tower is showing Kogashiba ahead of Tim Hansen. I don't think that is the case. Oh, there we go. Oh, Dewey and Kogashiba are
Kogashiwa.
actually wheel to wheel. Dewey gets the position though. Think. Oh, but he's gonna
Oh,
deep.
a little bit on the
And
rumble
he
strip
gets the
there.
switchback. Was, yeah.
Kogashiwa gains P5 back. Dewey took a lot of curb there.
Somehow did not get a warning for that as well.
Maybe he
That's
slowed
even
down
more
just
impressive.
enough to please the stewards.
Yeah. As Tim Hansen gets his first warning for track limits, IDEX is currently on 3 out of the 4 you're allowed. If he does that 2 more times, that is a 5-second penalty.
And look, Dewey has much more pace than Kogashiwa we've seen in those past few turns. You just gotta keep that consistency and make it stick. Both of them on mediums. Let's see who's gonna make them work the best.
Yeah, so the question is just, is the cooler tires an advantage or disadvantage for Kogashiwa at the moment? We'll see. If Dewey's tires are a bit too hot, that
I
would
think
put Kogashiwa in the advantage zone.
I think the cooler tires are did not help him at all at the start of the lap in sector 1, but in sector 2 he got to warm them up quite a bit, and I think now he is back up to full speed.
Yes.
We got 20 minutes to go in that pit window.
Yet to pit are the top 3 and 7th place.
Yeah, they're comfortable right now, the top 3. We get Tim Hansen about 23 seconds behind Isbrand Stopa.
That should be just about not enough to get out ahead, I think. They spend about 25 seconds of the pits, but remember you're also the other ones also have to drive down that straight.
Dewey is about 1 second behind Kogashiwa.
I think he's focused on the exit there, it looks like. So.
Yes, he didn't stick all the way to the right side in Radion.
Yeah, what I think is that he's just trying to prioritize the exit out of.
Yeah.
But I can see here on his rev meter, he's hitting the rev limiter at the end of the straight. Has he gotten a bit too short?
Oh, another mistake by Dewey.
That's a very close call with the barrier almost.
And a very costly mistake too. He's lost now about a full second. Kogashiwa in front.
We're approaching half race distance as well. Lucas Alex still running on those softs. Let's see if they do lost or if he has to change them in the pits. I think he should end up P6 when he pits regardless. If he changes tires or not.
That's correct. And now the lead between FARA and Isbrand Stopa. Isbrand Stopa leading by 8 seconds now. Being the life of the race right now.
Okay, yes, and I can give you the confirmation of the gap between first place, Isbrand Stopa, and Tim Hansen is 24.6 seconds at the moment.
You think
Growing.
that's going to be enough? As Isbrand Stopa goes fastest lap with a 2:19.340.
That's impressive. I don't think it's going to be enough, and it's growing that gap still, so I can't see.
I don't think Tim Hansen fixed that he didn't fix that damage, so that is costing him pace.
I don't think he got that much damage, dude. I think it was just a slight tap, but it's still going to cost him a bit. As Dewey is now close again. He's used a clean air. Oh, he's hit the curb though on the inside. Plus the curb.
But he's still close to that back bumper of Kogashiwa. As they are still fighting for P5. Into La Source. Now heading onto the straight. Kogashiwa had shown a lot of top speed throughout the entire race weekend. And so maybe it's going to be a little hard for Dewey to catch him up there, so he has to maximize the pace into the corners and not make another mistake like he did last lap.
That is correct. I can confirm though that the fastest driver in the speed trap throughout this race It's probably unsurprising the Iceman Stopa with a top speed of 272 kilometers per hour.
Impressive.
Ahead of second place, which is, I think, Dewey at 267. Oh no, IDEX is at 268 actually. But still, he's got a good advantage. That Mercedes looks very handy at this circuit.
Yeah, he has been talking about it a lot throughout the entire week. The Mercedes, an absolute machine at Spa with the engine power.
He has, in my discussions I've had with him though, it sounds like he will, after Monza, be changing his car to the BMW to have the advantage in the corners. At the more turn-heavy tracks, like, for example, I need to check the calendar actually. At more turn-heavy tracks like Imola, Mugello, and Dubai, which are the last 3 tracks. Oh, and IDEX sends it there on Stefan Vesely. He gets the position, I think, but oh! Contact, I think.
A bit of contact, yes.
He defends very hard.
Oh, into
and
right
keeping a tire
wheels
on the
into the
grass.
gravel.
Yeah, he's gonna get the run now though. I think Vesely might actually be running on a default setup, considering his top speed being so much lower than everyone else.
Edex into the slipstream. He is gaining, he is gaining, he is gaining into Blanchimont. They're going to go. Is he going to try and move down the inside or around the outside?
Oh,
going
a bit of lag there, I
the
think.
chicane. Both of them go wide. He goes onto the right side. Breaks a little early. Ooh, Vesely sends it wide.
And he's just taking it safe through there. Yeah, the last thing Tim Hansen would have wanted was for those two to come together and bring out the safety car. Then his race could have been completely ruined.
Yeah, with he is only trying to gain the time back he lost on the opening lap.
And his gap to first place is now standing at 26.5 seconds. He is definitely out of contention for
He is
getting
losing
jumping
more and more time.
Which is a shame. Definitely. Dewey gets his second warning for track limits just
He had
now.
a lot of pace. I think Dewey is. I think Kogashiwa is running away with 5th place right now. Dewey can't seem to make up enough time. So all cars right now running pretty smoothly, so Vesely with a little wiggle coming out of Malmedy.
But if you look at his car, it is completely smashed.
Oh yeah, front bumper, sides, rear
Cracked
bumper.
windscreen on the left-hand side, I think, as well.
All he needs is, if he was to flip now, the entirety of the car would be scraped.
Yeah, he's a bit
We
wide
don't
there,
want that.
too.
Very wide. Pretty, the car squirming around as he got onto the AstroTurf.
Yeah. Actually, I might be able to stay 5 minutes longer.
And we got 16 minutes left to the race. The pit window
Lucas
open for
Alex
another
Pitts.
13.
Lucas Alex Pitts.
Tim Hansen gains back 3rd place.
And where is Kogashiwa? Kogashiwa will be jumping him. I think Dewey will be doing that too. It's a long stop though for Lucas Alex. He's probably thinking tires. The softs might not have been the way to go after all.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a battle
is
out
he still
of the
going to be
pits.
ahead of IDEX though? That's the interesting part.
And I think
a tire stop is 30 seconds.
out of the pits. I think he's going to come out in front of Edex, but now he's got he's got to make. Yeah, he's got cold tires. He's got to make them work until the end. Let's see if that strategy was.
Again, though. Those are going to heat up a lot quicker.
Oh yeah.
If he had gone on to mediums.
Oh yeah, and he is going to do his best to get all of that time back.
But was it worth losing almost 2 positions? I think
A potential podium.
Yeah, he would have been 4th place if he hadn't taken tires, I believe.
Yeah, and considering
so was it worth it? Probably not.
Considering he had a clean car and Tim Hansen had a little bit of damage, maybe he would have had the pace advantage.
Yeah.
Tim Hansen right now, with all the first lap incidents, currently running in P3, doing the best he can on this recovery drive.
It's not a recovery drive. He's just pitted, and the other ones haven't.
Yeah, but you look at the start and the entire first lap, I think
Oh yeah, he had a very poor start.
very poor start. That's what doomed him.
Yeah. Same thing happened at Laguna Seca last week, if you remember. He had a very poor launch off the line. He ended up getting that position back, though.
And he went on to win the race.
So, I'm seeing some green sectors here. It's Dewey's started this lap with 2 green sectors. I think he is... Oh, and IDEX has lost it almost. Losing some traction on that corner. It looks like... No, I think Kogashiwa is still pulling away from Dewey. But it's not massive.
Not massive. He was 2.5, now it's 2.4. I think Dewey got the pace back a little bit.
Yeah, actually, looking at the gap now, and looking at the previous lap times, FRA set a 23.5 on the previous lap. Tim Hansen set a 19.9.
I think Tim Hansen's back for the second place.
Yeah, especially when RA pits. Iceman Stopa set a 20.5. It's half a second that Tim Hansen has gained. If he can keep that up, he might genuinely be in with a shot at the win. Depends a bit on what happens with Iceman Stopa.
And for Ari, we look on his onboard, you could see that he shifted down into first in Brussels.
Yeah, he's the only controller player in the field as well.
Really?
Yes.
That is interesting. I think he is doing quite well for using a device where you can't entirely feel how the car is behaving on the track.
Yeah, the most impressive thing is not just the pace, but it is the consistency. He's not making massive mistakes.
No, and he is...
Wait, Dewey is just gonna past Kogashiwa. What has happened there?
I think Kogashiwa had a moment.
Yeah, he's hit the wall. He's hit the wall.
Oh no. Kogashiwa might want to get that straight line speed to work in his favor.
Yeah. Previous lap though, he was
3/10
away
forward.
on the previous lap.
It was 3/10.
So he should be able to gain some time back. Iceman Stopa there. 220.1. What can Tim Hansen pull out of his pockets? It's interesting to see how that gap changes. 220.4 for FRA, so he must have made a mistake on that lap where he put in a 23. Tim Hansen, 20.9. He's lost some time.
And Kogashiwa trying to make that straight line speed work, but I think he's gonna have to put in a lot of work to get that 4th place back. The Dewey is just pulling away now, 1.7 seconds ahead of Kogashiwa.
Right. I will be able to watch pretty much until the pit window ends.
Alright.
Before I'll have to embark on my journey to the bowling alley to play
Bowling, hopefully.
Yes. Yeah, to play bowling in the PBA tour.
Bowling at the bowling alley. I haven't done that in a while.
Yes, but at a professional level, that is.
Yeah.
Semi-professional. I'm not a professional.
I'm a cash. I'm a cash.
Oh no, I'm not a casual, but alright.
Neither are these guys. With 10 minutes left to the race.
Dewey's lost 2/10 in the first sector, I can see here.
Yeah, Kogashiwa still has that massive top speed advantage.
Tim Hansen looks to be gaining slightly on Iceman Stopa. if I'm by looking at the delta, that is.
He is.
He's lost a bit of time in the first sector, which is to be expected with the camel straight and all.
I think
In
Dewey
the
is.
second sector here, Tim Hansen has gained a second on Iceman Stopa.
I believe Dewey is struggling a little bit, as we can see on the rear view onboard. Kogashiwa getting bigger and bigger in the camera. Maybe that top speed on that straight is going to help him. I believe as of right now, I think Kogashiwa holds the second highest top speed. I don't know where he is. But
Urshiwa is third in the speed trap.
right, so he has got some potential on those straight lines, as he is now within 1
more with the
second
top
of
speed.
Dewey.
Yeah, he's getting. Oh, look at the speed pace difference on the previous lap. 9/10.
9/10, yes. You might want to get the later apex in the first hairpin, so he can get that straight line, and I believe he has got the straight line advantage, as now he is reeling Dewey in more and more.
That is correct. Tim Hansen gets his second out of the 4 cut warnings you're allowed. But I think he's in the safe zone. He can do a strategic track cut and still be safe. That's the thing with some of these drivers. If you take it safe on the track limits in the early stages, you can pull out a strategic one at the end.
And I think Dewey was really slow in Malmedy, because now Kogashiwa within less than a second, 6/10 now.
Efe Ere has got his third out of the 4 allowed cut warnings. But as you say, yeah, gap is now down to just 5/10.
He is making that BMW work better than Dewey right now, pulling out all of the tricks.
Having a quick look at the delta here, Iceman Stope is on a flyer at the moment.
Really?
Until he, I think he is, yeah. He crosses the line, 2:19.8. Because Alex has got his third cut warning as well. Tim Hampton has invalidated this lap, I can see in the second sector, so he's gone off somewhere. Stefan Leslie has made some contact with the barrier as well.
7/10 now between Kogashiwa and Dewey for that 4th place. The slipstream from the Z4 in front is going to help him.
FRA pits.
FRA pits. Tim Hansen gets 2nd place now.
He's just done a splash and dash. He's going to exit the pits.
He's going to
with
exit
a time
the
of 26.2 in the pit lane. That's good. That's a good time. Slightly slower than most, but it's still good. And the gap is safe. Good.
He's Brent Stopa 27 seconds ahead of Tim Hansen. I believe if he does a quick splash and dash as well, he's got this race in the bag as of right now. 6 minutes to go, 3 minutes in the pit window.
Only thing that can lose him the race if he does speed into the pits like he did last week at Laguna Seca. Yeah, he'll have to pit on this lap. I don't think he has time to pit on the next lap, because I don't know the exact penalty, but I think it is either it's disqualification or it's a drive-through penalty if you don't pit in time.
So he's got to time that pit perfectly.
I think it is a DSQ though. I think it is a DSQ though. So it's not something you want for sure.
The stewards will deal with that when it happens. As of right now,
actually, the game will deal with it itself. I believe.
That's what I meant, of course. You see, Kogashiwa right now almost on the rear bumper of Dewey. I don't know what has happened to the number 2 BMW. As he's right on the bumper going into Puon. He's not going to try a move there, but he's going to save that overtake attempt when it matters. Dewey going wide out of that double left-hander into Lafang.
Iceman Stopa does pit, just to
Alright. He's
Fortunate.
going to be clear. Right now, Dewey being very defensive. Being very close to the inside, and Lafang now into campus. There you go. He goes right onto the gravel. Kogashiwa gets third.
Icebrand Stopa has missed his pit box. Icebrand Stopa has missed his pit box when coming into the pits.
I believe he is now cleared.
27.6 through the pits, but he is definitely safe. I thought for 1 second we might have had a battle for P1, but I can't see that happening, unfortunately, now. Yeah, Kogashiwa gets past Dewey again. But 4 laps to go, or 4 minutes to go, I should say.
Yes, 55 seconds
Oh!
left. Oh, a little bit of contact there.
I don't think there was contact, but that was very close. I'm not getting any reports on the live timing here.
For collisions now.
That was close.
That was very
And
close.
that would not have been a healthy penalty to get for Dewey as well.
No, but Dewey now 1.1 behind Kogashiwa as the 3 car has clear air and can now push forward.
Yes, and with that, I'm gonna say my goodbye to you guys. As I will have to leave now. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thanks.
Bowl all
tuning
over
into
the place.
stream the last few- I'll try to hit the head pin.
Yeah, trying to hit the pins. That's I think that's the point of the game.
Yes.
All right.
Catch you guys next week, hopefully, at Monza.
Later, Scooter.
And Gabriel, you're carrying this, okay?
Yes. Got this on my shoulders.
Bye.
Alright, now. Dewey, 1.1 seconds behind Kogashiwa. That's the closest battle on track right now. With 2 minutes 30 seconds to go, he still has time to gain that 4th place back. But looking at how he's going right now, he is going to have to put in a little more work. As Kogashiwa is breezing away with that clean air. Everyone has done their stops now. This only leaves a race for 2 minutes. Dewey still 1 second behind Kogashiwa. I don't think he's going to get the slipstream there. Kogashiwa runs away with it with his straight line speed, 1.1. You can see the time. It keeps on increasing. I believe the best of his defense comes into the straight lines. Yeah. FAA comfortably in 3rd place right now. Number 8 BMW is going to, if he keeps that, he's going to round off the podium that currently looks as Icebrand Stopa, Tim Hansen, and FAA in 3rd place. It's Tim Hansen right there in those corners you could see at the bottom of the camera. Icebrand Stopa has put on a masterclass for the entire race. Not losing the lead once from the start. Currently our battle for 4th place. Kogashiwa. Oh, and Dewey is off! He is off into the barrier. Into Malmedy. That is, I think that's the end of all his trials and tribulations and his attempts at 4th place. Kogashiwa is now 9.3 seconds ahead. Kogashiwa just had to remain calm through the entirety of his stint, as Dewey was nowhere close enough to make an overtake towards the end before his mistake. And so you see, being calm and collected is better than has triumphed over the push. with 0 seconds to go. You can see Icebreath Stopa is going to cross the line and win at Spa. You can see Tim Hansen in second place behind. He goes wide. He's going to cross the line in second place on that podium. And Efe Ere, with his incredible consistency, rounds off the podium in third place. Brent Stopa currently doing donuts. You can see Kogashiwa is going to come out in fourth place. He has put on a remarkable drive. Dewey crosses in fifth after his terrible mistake in Malmedy. Lucas Alex crosses the finish line in sixth. My oh my. Edex into the chicanes he's going to finish in 7th place at that number 21 BMW. And Vasily still going into Puan. He's going to be the last of the running order once he crosses the line. Now we look Vasily into the third sector. He is just cruising to the finish line right now. It has not been a good race for him, but at least he's going to cross the finish line and finish it. Stefan Vesely crosses the line in 8th. As now we have Isbran Stopa, your race winner for today at Spa. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks. That was a fun one.
yeah, you, from the start all the way to the end, you have led every single lap.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does it
Yeah.
feel?
It feels good. Same time, I was a little bit bummed out that there was no battling in like the first lap. Well, at least not for me. Yeah. Uh, Shout out to my dad and his friend who are watching the stream right now somewhere else on the continent.
Hmm.
You guys are cool.
Yes, it's hello, hello, Dad. And so right now, I believe you still have the lead in the championship.
Yeah.
And
Should be a little bit bigger now.
yeah, and you think you can carry that momentum all the way to the next race?
Ananta? Sure. I think so. I just need to practice a bunch for this track because
Right.
I'm not the best at it, but it's all about consistency.
Yeah, you did. You for today. You waited a very long time before pitting.
Oh yeah, because I was not gonna change the tires, right?
No,
So
no,
pitting would just make them cold, which you don't want.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations again. Enjoy
Yeah.
the champagne and the celebrations.
Thanks. Fun track.
Yeah. And now our second place finisher Tim Hansen. Tim, not a great start that we saw. Some incidents. You didn't have a great launch, but you still recovered to second place. Do you think if that didn't happen, do you think you could have had a shot at the win?
Wasn't a great start for sure. Bad launch. And then up at the top of the hill, I think it was Dewey went up the inside, and I kind of lost where I wanted to brake and went wide. I don't think we would have had the speed for the win. I think second was probably always the best we could have done. Ended up hitting at the end of the first lap because I was in fifth and just wanted the clean air.
Right. Yeah. Do you think I lost my train of thought, sorry. But yeah, yeah, you think you can I don't know what the next race is, but
Monza's next week. I will
Monza's
not be there.
will not be there. All right. Well, in that case, congratulations on the second place. And yeah, you have a good one.
You as well.
All right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's race at Spa-Francorchamps in the GT3 class. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on the stream. And thank you to all the drivers for this amazing show. And we will see you all at Monza next weekend.